I'm still looking into the bike issue, the new bike, choosing which one it might be. In my last video I kind of indicated that it was likely going to be the MTO or the FZ07 Yamaha, and it may still well be, but I'm taking another close look at the Honda CB500X because it might just be a better all-rounder. Might give me more choices as to what kind of riding I want to do on any particular day. You know, it's a little bit easier to set that up for a longer trip than it is the FZ07. Not that it would be impossible on that, but you know, it kind of bugs me sometimes though when these motorcycles like the CB500X are marketed as kind of like a mid-size adventure bike, and you know, I guess it sort of is, but the thing is it mainly just appearance and some ease of attaching accessories, and you've got a windshield and that type of thing. But as far as, you know, calling it an adventure bike, as in take it off-road if you want, you know, some rougher gravel roads, it kind of pisses me off sometimes when I see that, for instance, the 2016 specs on the CB500X as opposed to the 2015, they've made some changes, and the changes they advertise are they've got a taller adjustable windscreen, the front brake lever is now adjustable, the seat has been redesigned slightly, the gearbox has been worked over a bit for smoother shifts, the let's see, they say it has a larger tank for increased range, and the front shock is preload adjustable, or the front forks are preload adjustable now, and it has an LED head and tail light. Okay, so those are all good things, right? All stuff we want. What they don't tell you is, unless you check the specs like I did and compare, for one, the larger tank that they advertise is actually only 0.2 liters larger. Now, imagine what 0.2 liters is. That's not very much. And increased range, well, maybe it gets you another 2 kilometers. So, not exactly bragging rights there, huh? The other change, you know, they talk about the front suspension being preload adjustable now. Well, again, that's a good thing. And on an adventure bike, it's good that you can do that, right? The thing that they don't tell you, unless you check the specs, is that that front suspension has been adjusted in another way too. The front wheel travel has now been reduced from 5.5 inches to 4.9 inches. To me, that doesn't make any sense if you call it an adventure bike, unless it's styled like an adventure bike, but we're going to throw a wrench in the works here and make it less functional as an adventure bike. You know, that doesn't make sense to me, but that's what they did. So, you know, really, I don't know about that. I mean, I know cruisers with more suspension travel than that one, and the MTO or the FZ07 has more suspension travel than the CB500X. So that puzzles me. On the plus side, the other changes that they have made, apart from the larger tank, which is silly to call it a larger tank. Which way shall I go? I'll go this way. I like all the changes otherwise, except, of course, lowering the wheel travel. And I also like the new color for 2016. It's a real sharp metallic tan with red and white accents. Very, very nice. You know, people say, well, hey, you could use the Rally Raid products and convert that CB500X into a proper adventure bike that will handle the rougher dirt roads and even more. But my shift lever is still sticking, and even more. So the thing is, that costs about, I don't know, I think it's around 3,000 some odd dollars. It's a crazy amount, it really is. So I'm hoping, in other words, that I can make the stock bike work if I go with that. And so I'm just disappointed about the wheel travel, unless there's something I don't understand about that. I sent an email to the sales guy at Honda that I'm dealing with and asked him about it. He hasn't gotten back to me though. If I were a sales guy, I would. Because convince me and I'll buy the bike. He'll get back to me and tell me either the specs are wrong or my thinking is wrong. Well, I'm going to sign off now, so you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on another video.